I've wanted to do a video on Coinbase and Robinhood, comparing the two for such a long time now. I want to go deep dive in the financials, but I'm a little nervous that maybe no one is going to be interested in it. Let me just show you a little bit of teaser, watch it, and let me know in the comments and by giving me the thumbs up if you like it, if I should do a full deep dive on the financials of both Coinbase and Robinhood and show you why Wall Street is running away from Coinbase. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason I'm asking if I should do this or not, because this takes a lot of effort, but let me give you a little teaser to show you what's up. All right, I've got the chart between Coinbase and Robinhood up on the screen, and I'll remember, one of them is crypto specific, the other has crypto stocks and options, and let me show you what the market thinks. And I've got the prices all the way from May 24th. You could see during that time, Coinbase is in red, by the way. Blue is Robinhood. Robinhood is only down 8% in like what, the last 6-ish months. But guess what, everyone? Coinbase is down 70%. There's a reason for this. And while some people out there may be saying, well, they're both traded on the stock market, they're both crypto companies, it gets a little bit different than that, everyone. Look what I got up on the screen. That's a 10Q, everyone. Yep, let's go into a little bit of financial analysis. Now, the P&Ls, the 10Qs for these companies are very different, and this is where analysts are finding the information they need on to determine, hey, what should be down 8% versus what should be down 70%. All right, so first let's start it off with talking about Robinhood. Now, Robinhood in terms of revenue, okay, same quarter, year over year, third quarter 2022 versus third quarter 2021, 361 million in revenue this last quarter, 365 million third quarter of last year. So pretty flat revenue-wise. Now, for the year, they're at 978 million first three quarters. Last year, they're at 1.4 billion. So they are down $500 million. All of that coming in the first half of the year. Now, what's different about Coinbase, and this is what has everyone nervous, is this. Look at the quarter over quarter. They did 1.3 billion in revenue in 2021, but only 590 million in quarter 3 of 2022. So same time period, they're almost like, what, 700 plus million off. Holy crap. So they're less than half of their revenue. Again, when we go to Robinhood, you can see revenue quarter over quarter, they're about the same. So Wall Street insiders are looking at this going, okay, so the revenue has dropped very hard on Coinbase. It hasn't dropped that hard on Robinhood. Now, there are two sides to every story. What is your income and what's your expenses, right? Well, while we've got Robinhood up on the screen, so if we look at their expenses for third quarter, we'll see that they are at 535 million. Third quarter of 2021, they're at 1.7 billion, which means they shaved off 1.2 billion in expenses. Think about that. Same quarter, they had pretty much the same revenue year over year. But this year, they lowered their expenses by $1.2 billion, everyone. And when you look at the P&L breakdown, you can see that the majority of that came by the reduction of technology and development. They also pulled back their marketing. They went from 87 to 19. Also, general and administrative costs were heavily reduced as well, from 790 million to 234 million. Now, the story on the Coinbase side isn't the same, because now remember, their revenue was cut by more than half, so they're not even on the same plane. All right, their revenue of last quarter is down more than half than it was a year ago. Here's the worst part. You would think, hey, maybe they did a good job cutting their costs. Girlfriend, check it out. We've got the numbers right here. Their total OPEX expense right here, 1.14 billion versus 1 billion. So their expenses actually went up. Their revenue went down by a crap ton, and their expenses went up. Now, when you look at Robinhood, their revenue was the same, but they cut costs, which means more profitability. So now it's actually pretty easy to see just by scraping the surface of why traders are favoring Robinhood over Coinbase. Why Robinhood is only down like what, 10-ish% versus Coinbase is 70-something%. Duh, both companies have revenues which aren't the best, which Coinbase is doing worse, but Coinbase's expenses are getting higher, and higher, where Robinhood already started learning how to cut costs during this crypto winter. Now, if you want a full deep dive explanation, this is where I need your help. Convince me to do a deep dive. It'll probably be well over a half hour, and I guarantee you, you will learn a ton that you won't see from other channels, and it'll help you apply that knowledge to any other publicly traded company out there, because they all file 10Qs, and if they file 10Qs, Big Daddy can do the math on it. So let me know in the comments below if it's worth my time to do a deep dive. Robinhood versus Coinbase. We take it deeper here, everyone. Now, if you want to learn more about crypto, maybe not as deep. No, actually, it'll still be deep. You can check out this video right here. It will not be a waste of your time. Totally worth watching. Again, thank you very much for watching and the various supports of this channel. As news breaks, I'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, catch you cool cats later.